everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Mo and Katie Show. We're two friends from two different worlds, coming together in harmony for one podcast. We're random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories, a quirky fact, today's weird holiday, a shared experience, and we may even play a game, all while punning the crap out of each other.
No, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's The Mo and Katie Show. Gratitude, humor, positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katie, and this is The Mo and Katie Show.
Now, don't go running over to YouTube. There's no video for this one.
We are adjusting our rhythm here for these next couple of weeks because Mo and I each have some respective traveling, and we're making it work.
None of mine is
while
respectful.
We're traveling.
I'll respect it. My bad.
Mo's traveling is disrespected. Anyway, and actually, so, last year we brought you a video, or was that this year? I think it was last year. When were you in the Grand Canyon, Moe? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't know.
When the aliens brought me.
We brought you a video from the Grand Canyon, and today I'm coming to you from Niagara Falls.
Nice.
It's so cool.
Part of the reason we're doing this in not videos, because Katie is only wearing a barrel.
So embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Okay.
I can hardly barrel your sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah, so my first time at Niagara Falls, it is incredible.
Nice.
So amazing. So
it's one thing, I think we overuse the word awesome, but that is one place where when you say awesome, it is, just the power, and I'm so glad you guys got to go see it. So
so phenomenal. We went down and we rode the Maid of the Mist, and you're down at the bottom of Horseshoe Falls, and it's like you're standing in a hurricane.
Yeah.
The wind and I was like putting my sunglasses on so I could see, but then my sunglasses would get completely covered.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but it was really incredible. And really
can I just say though, as the Office fan that you profess yourself to be, I cannot believe that on your 30th anniversary trip, you and your husband didn't renew your vows, a la Pam and Jim.
We could barely, when the wind's blowing like that, you can barely stand up on the boat.
I'm just saying, if it was a Chandler Monica situation, I would have been all over it. So it's just good to know who the true diehard fans are, though. So it's good to know. So
all right, fine. Well, if it makes things any better, on the way home we're actually going through Scranton. We're going to spend a day in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I have a list of all the things I've got to go see that are office related, so I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then tomorrow, if I could just go, this is like a really good week. Then tomorrow on Saturday, Janine, who is the lead of our quartet Twist of Fate, Janine, as a belated birthday present, is taking me to see The Music Man in New York City with Sutton Foster and Hugh Jackman, and I am so let's
say that sentence the correct way. Janine is taking you to go see Sutton Foster and Hugh Jackman, and there happen to be some other people on stage, and there'll be some singing. Yeah.
That's all. I actually was watching TV, and Greatest Showman came on. I took a picture of the screen and sent it to Janine, and I'm like, we're going to see him on Saturday. So
that's awesome.
And then around the same time, Mo, you're getting ready to go do another. The American Cruise Lines. You are a guest speaker on their cruises, and you've been doing all your Ohio River homework, and you've got some speeches coming up.
It's kind of cool. I'm going from St. Louis to Pittsburgh all along. Well, we started in the Mississippi River, obviously, and then go mostly along the Ohio River. So I'm really excited. That's when I go like the Atlas Obscura, much like you trying to find the Lady and the Shark or the Shark Lady.
That's tomorrow. We're going to Buffalo. Yeah, I'm going to find it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, my goodness, we have a lot going on in the world. Niagara Falls and Shark Lady and American Cruises and Ohio River are all things going on in the world. Moe, tell us what else is going on in the world.
Sweet. Have you ever been to a wedding like where the dog is like the ring bearer or?
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't, but I've seen. Yeah, I've seen.
I actually married a friend of mine, I did the ceremony, officiated at the ceremony for my friend. See, that's a little.
Gotcha. So you're married to two different people. Okay, got it. Go ahead.
3 actually with Jen, but No, so I got to do the wedding for my friend Natalie and her husband Paul, and her dog Jackson was the ring bearer, and Jen was managing Jackson. So it was awesome. So I always think it's neat when, because we're both dog lovers, and I think it's always neat when people incorporate their dogs. But this is a story about a couple who incorporated a dog, but unintentionally. So they were at the altar, and as she was getting ready to walk down the aisle, Tamaris Muzzini noticed this yellow dog that was just kind of mingling with all the guests, like not jumping on people, not crying or not barking or like that. So whatever. So they do their vows, her and her now husband Douglas, not the dog. And as Douglas and Tamaris are walking out of the chapel, the dog jumps up on them and is like, hey, I'm joining you. So this dog basically crashed the wedding and then crashed the family. And I believe they now have adopted the dog. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, but this dog just kind of strolled this way, and they said basically you could see from the scars that the dog had kind of a rough path to the altar. So is probably going to be loved like he or she should have. The picture of the dog's legs are crossed. It's hard to tell if it's a boy or a girl.
You have to zoom in a little and see what's going on.
Yeah, no, I tried, and I can't see. So yeah, they've adopted her or him or they, and. Yeah, I just think that's really, really neat. I just think it's funny that I think sometimes your dog finds the person, and so
absolutely.
Yeah, so I pronounce you husband and wife, and now you have a son or daughter. Yeah, so
happy marriage. Here's your dog. It's that's like the best like party favor ever to go.
Here's
for
your
a
puppy.
wedding.
Yeah. But here's the quote. I love that. They go. The wife said, "He's so loving, despite everything he's been through. He still believes in the goodness of people. He gives us hope." I just think that's so awesome. So.
That's awesome. I love that. Very cool. Well, my story is about a hero. So in Sacramento, there's a 7-year-old boy named Messiah with an A, Brown. Okay. And he went down he was at his apartment complex enjoying the swim, and all of a sudden, this 7-year-old noticed that there was a 3-year-old toddler who had sunk to the bottom of the pool.
Yikes.
And he dove down and grabbed the 3-year-old's arm, brought the 3-year-old up out of the pool, and then a 9-year-old helped him take this child out of the pool. I don't know. I'm imagining it's the kind of thing where the toddler had fallen in and it happened so fast that the family hadn't even noticed it. So some adults did notice right away. They called 911, and Savannah's mom performed CPR on the child, and the child is in the hospital, but I believe the child is doing well. Wow. And it turns out that Messiah's father, Marcus, is an Olympic boxer. And he said that his son swims like a fish, but he's super empathetic as well. So they're not surprised that his instinct was to kick in and save this child. So just a big shout out of gratitude to you, Messiah, on rescuing this other child, you and your friend Savannah. And thank you for paying attention and thinking fast and saving life.
It reminds me of that. What was that article, the incident recently with a synchronized swimmer? Although I don't know how you call it synchronized swimming when you're swimming by yourself. But whatever. So the swimmer, the swim dancer was, what do you call it? Water ballet? I don't know.
Something like that.
I've got this Fantasia thing going into my head. But yeah, when the coach dived in.
That's a hippo thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. So no, she was a very, very thin lady. But... Yeah, so that's amazing though. At pools,
those are the bathing suit fit over her hippos. Okay.
Oh my god, I got nothing. I had pun face for a second there.
For just a second.
Yeah, pools scare me because I just I'm just gonna have Messiah come to my pool.
There you go. He's going to be your lifeguard.
Yeah.
Pull you off the bottom.
So you said he swims like a fish. Does his father dance like a butterfly and sting like a bee? Is that the right phrase?
Carp joke.
Oh, I'm asking you
or something.
There's a what joke?
Sports ball. I was going to say you're just carping too much about it. So Moe, for my quirky fact today, I got kind of excited, and again because I am at Niagara Falls, I went on a little bit of a deep dive. about Niagara Falls, and they've been taught, you've been hearing about who has actually gone over the falls in a barrel,
Yep.
Who has survived, who has not.
Yeah.
And you probably know some of this because I know you used to do some tour guiding in this area. So I do want to talk a little bit today about Annie Edson Taylor, who was the first person, happened to be a woman, to ever go over the falls in a barrel and survive. So this I thought was, I've been hearing this, all day. Do you know who else was in the barrel with her, Moe? Do you know this fact?
There was a turtle, I believe, it was a pet of hers.
It was a pet, yes.
It was a rabbit, maybe?
No, it was a cat.
A cat. And I don't think
Annie
the cat
Edson
made it, did it?
Annie Edson Taylor, you know what? Let me look really quickly. Her only injury, I think the cat did make it. The only injury was that she had a cut on her forehead.
The
And
cat?
no,
the cat
Annie
scratching her?
Rare.
Why
But
would you take
she went over the falls October 24th, 1901, and became the first person to go over and survive. And now, unfortunately, she's after that, she thought she'd be famous. She sold mementos.
The
But
mints?
unfortunately, not Mentos, mementos. But she never found fortune. She passed away in 1921, poor and destitute. So there's that. But there is this infoniagara.com where this whole list of people who, and I spent way too much time reading each incident of each person, who had survived and who had not survived and what they went over the falls in, whether it was a barrel or a jet ski and then I was reading about Nick Wallenda, who went over from Goat Island over to the Canadian side on a tightrope, of course, because that's what
With
Nick
a passport.
Wallenda does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, because they wouldn't. He could get over, but they wouldn't let him back. So
Exactly.
there's that. So, but it shows the whole. So yeah, so I went on a bit of a deep dive today. I won't go into all the stories, but I did think it was interesting.
Thanks for not going all the way over the edge then with that reporting.
I did think, I'm glad that Annie can do that. So.
Oh my God. I
You know what?
I could feline a pun coming.
Again, as long as you can barrel it. So, yeah. So anyway, I feel like I could talk for a while about all these daredevils because it's kind of fascinating. And again, the whole motivation is people thought, after I do this, I'll be famous and I'll be rich. And some of them didn't even make it. So it was very interesting to deep dive on that. So that's my lump of quirky fact today.
Wow.
My lump of quirk. So.
Lump of cork, if you will.
So just save us by telling us what today is, Moe.
Well, I'm going to keep the water theme going.
Good.
There will be no cats, at least no undeclawed cats in this story. But today is National Water Balloon Day.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But so because we are an educational podcast first and foremost, I thought it was interesting that, water balloons, we've all done that. Plus the word jiggly was used way too many times for me not to giggle, but my balloon don't jiggy. Okay, anyway, so this was interesting, I thought. In 1950, there was a British inventor, and his name was Edgar Ellington, and he was actually trying to figure out a way to treat trench foot.
Trench foot?
Yeah, I think it's basically when your feet are, I don't know what it means, but trench foot, it doesn't matter. It's not something you want. So he took a latex sock and he filled it with water, and he thought that maybe that was a way to treat trench foot. But what happened was the latex sock leaked, because you never want a hole in your latex, because that's dangerous. So he took the latex sock and he just, it was like this blob of water-filled latex, and he just basically threw it against the wall. And when it exploded against the wall, he goes, "Oh my God, this is a great idea for kids." And so he turned this poor invention accidentally into a thing that we all play with, which is water balloons. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, I just thought that was really neat. It was interesting. I'm you always wonder, again, who gets the idea to pry open an oyster and suck out the booger-looking thing?
Exactly.
You're like, oh, you know what this is missing? Tabasco and horseradish. But same thing with I'm going to put some water in a balloon.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So what was his name again? This guy that decided to put the water in the balloon.
Edgar Ellington.
Edgar Ellington.
Here it
so,
comes.
Oh
Lord.
What his widow would always say. She would always, well, so here's the sad part about the story, is they actually got a divorce before he died. So she really, really missed her latex husband.
You see, and I get in trouble for having too much setup for my puns.
That was worth it, though.
You happy? You happy? All right. Gloves are off. Let's go.
All right, well, let's talk today about, speaking of water balloons and things that we, games, children's toys, things that we do.
Things that we
amuse
chuck at
ourselves
each other,
outside.
yeah.
That's right. Let's talk about, you had recommended this as a shared experience today for us, Moe, talking about games that we can play at picnics and gatherings and things like that. And, of course, water balloons are one of those.
Yeah.
So what other things have you had experience playing at group functions and outdoor picnics and things like that?
So the two that come to mind, in addition to the water balloon toss, is, well, three. The watermelon seed spitting contest, and then the three-legged race, which I'm not sure if that's offensive in today's world, but when you tie, I don't think you need, when you consensually tie your leg to somebody else's leg.
May I tie my right leg to your left leg?
Well, ideally, because if you tie the right leg to the other person's right leg, it's very, very, I mean, it ups the degree of difficulty. But
just
it's,
run around in circles.
Yeah, you just anyway. And then the wheelbarrow race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
yeah. So
Things I think now the graduated version of that is cornhole. Like cornhole's become like the thing everybody plays now.
Yeah,
like,
but that's, I mean, that.
We were even walking the streets of Niagara Falls, New York, and saw people playing cornhole. There's like this area set up where people are playing games, and cornhole was one of the ones. And I was thinking, like, how long has cornhole been around? Because I didn't grow up seeing people play cornhole.
Yeah, I think it's. In fact, I believe when I start studying for my cruise, I will find out that I think Columbus, Ohio, claims themselves as the cornhole. I'll have to look at my notes. I could be making this up, which is pretty much what I do. Yeah,
you would know because you're a colonel.
That was cheesy and corny.
Sorry, I'm laughing way harder at my own jokes today than you are.
Just today?
Anyway, I think about when I was growing up in the late 70s, early 80s, and my parents would have like picnics. My parents had a croquet set. And
that's one with the mallet and the balls through the wickets, right?
I don't know that I ever actually learned how to play correctly. Like my sister and I would just set it up and like take the mallets and
you just whack the crap out of the balls.
Whack the crap out of the balls around the yard. But also they would set up like the badminton net in the backyard, and people would play badminton with the the birdie and the shuttlecock. You just like saying the word shuttlecock, I'm sure.
Not so much the shuttle. What about the bocce ball? Did you ever play that?
No, I never. But you know what? Actually, I feel like my parents have a bocce ball set too.
It's like lawn bowling, isn't it? Lawn bowling.
Roll the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but
okay. Clearly, we didn't play that. We're just chucking water balloons at people. Do you know? Know the trick? You know the trick. Of course, Edgar Ellington, the latex husband of the Mrs. Ellington. So the trick, because a lot of times you ever throw a water balloon and it doesn't break.
Yes.
Like if I want the balloon, I don't know if you know this little trick, but you pierce a little hole near the top,
and so
that way, so when it makes contact, it will. Well, of course, because Edgar Ellington, when he had the latex sock filled with water to figure out to heal trench foot, had a hole in it, had the leak, and that's when he chucked it against the wall, and that's why it exploded.
That
so
makes
again,
sense.
I borrowed that technique from Edgar Ellington. It's from his manual for water balloon wars. So
by Edgar Ellington.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Edgar. I keep wanting to say Edgar Ellington Poe.
Yeah,
but I know
never more. Don't ever do it.
So one thing that we had, so we did youth ministry for a lot of years, and we used to play games, and in the summer we would play games outside. One time we made a giant slip and slide out of like 2 tarps on a hill, like pinned them down, and it was a blast. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then another thing we used to do, we had these things called finger blasters, and they were these little rockets with an elastic loop on the end, and so you hold. I got to put my device down.
She's got to put her phone down so she can show me this. Okay.
You put the plastic loop on your finger, and then you pull the rocket back, and it's like a slingshot, and they fly, and they're shaped like little rockets. And we would have we had a whole big bag of them. We would just divide the kids up and have a war, and it was phenomenal.
Did you ever do
That,
like
and
silly
then
string wars or shaving cream wars?
We didn't do that as much.
I did that.
The other thing
group.
too is we had a catapult that launched water balloons.
Nice.
So we
was
would
it
do
just
that
a brawl?
too. It was not just a brawl.
No. Was it 2 bras?
No, but that probably would have been maybe a better way to make it.
Oh, was it that French, the hosiery, the Jacques Strap?
No, it was an actual thing that we got at the dollar store. So
You
there's
got a
that.
jock strap for $1?
Would you stop?
I'm not the one buying jock straps at the dollar store.
Neither am I.
I mean, I'm back in the day. Well, if you can't be an athletic, just be an athletic supporter.
Be an athletic supporter.
Right L high. Lord.
So, what else? I feel like games have evolved over the years. Like you think back to like I don't know that people play like croquet anymore, but like everybody plays cornhole.
Cornhole is the new croquet.
There you
Cornhole
go.
is the croquet of millennials. I don't know. But I think there's some that do stand the test of time, like water balloons. I still think.
Sure.
And there's that couple on TikTok who do they fill a water balloon with they fill a balloon with water in mostly shaving cream, and he like dangles them from the air, or he'll throw them in the air and he'll shoot them and they just explode. I mean, that is next level, and that's not just a
That's
summertime
good
thing.
stuff.
They're doing it like every day. It's awesome.
That's awesome. So listeners, tell us what kind of stuff, what kind of games do you play at picnics and parties that are outside? What kind of, tournaments? I feel like there's stuff out there that people do that we probably don't even know about. And I would like to know because I like to have fun.
Yes, well, and so now that you have a human-sized, life-size deck of Dutch Blitz cards, that's obviously a thing you can do. But the other thing I saw people do is they did a human foosball. They made like a human foosball, like everybody's holding a pool noodle or something like that. I want to know if anybody's ever played human foosball. I know it's called soccer, but
something like that
table.
in youth group where you set people up like foosball and you have to hold your arms out and you have to be touching the person next to you.
Yeah.
So like if you move, the whole line has to move.
Right.
It was.
I feel like I might be
did a
too
couple
competitive
times.
for that. Yeah. So.
You might be kicking people and flipping them upside down and all kinds of things like that.
Whatever it takes. Play to win. Cheat if you must.
But tell us, better yet, show us pictures. What do you do, listeners, outside at parties to have fun? If you're in charge of the parties at the game, what kind of games are going to be
If
played?
you are Julie, the cruise director, what kind of games are we playing on your ship?
That's right.
There you go.
We'll get on your ship if your games are good enough. So
Yeah, there
there's
you go.
that.
Ahoy.
Well, good. Well, hopefully there are a lot of parties going on. We still got some summer left, people. So
It is hot down
Go.
here, man. Whew.
is it
Yeah. It's
muggy? This is the
Yeah.
muggy part of the summer.
Yeah.
So we hope you're all staying cool. But thank you all so much for continuing to tune in and hang out with us. Mo and I love this so much, and we love connecting with our listeners. We love the connections we've made because people listen to the podcast. Like our friend Elizabeth, just
Oh yeah,
she was on the podcast
she is
a
knee
couple
deep
weeks
in all
ago.
this. Yeah, exactly. We've
And just other
recruited her now.
people-
She's like a spreadsheet wizard. Yeah, and I got
That's
a text
right.
message. I think we both got a text message from Carrie and Juliana
Yes.
with a lemon that wasn't floating, or a lime that wasn't floating, or a
Yes.
lime that was floating. So
And Carrie
yeah.
was like, "What's the deal, Katie? What's going on?" So.
Carrie, 2 answers, 2 words: shoddy reporting. So.
But thank you all for continuing to tune in, and we just want to invite you to share our podcast with a friend if you know somebody who could use just some uplifting banter and some gratitude, humor, and positivity, because we're really happy to be, if you're not going to laugh with us, laugh at us. We're good with that. We
Absolutely.
don't mind.
Katie is great
So-
with that. Yeah, I do.
So with that, I will close us out today with a gratitude quote. And this is, I love this person's name. Her name is Doreen Virtue.
Ooh.
Ms. Virtue if you're nasty. So Doreen Virtue.
I don't think she is. Can you be with it? Wait, is that her
I'm not
maiden
sure.
name? Is that her maiden name?
No idea.
It's like Mr. Right and Mrs. Virtue. Yeah, sorry.
Doreen Virtue said, "Don't let negativity from yesterday dull the sparkle of today."
Ooh, nice.
Every day is a fresh new day with new possibilities, guys. So, if something bad happened yesterday, just wake up and start all over again with that positive attitude, because it really does make a difference.
Yep. Awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, Miss Virtue, I will say be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive. And we will see you next time. Well, not see you, but we'll hear you next time. Send us
You'll
pictures.
hear us next time.
Yeah, and have a barrel of fun.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
If you made it this far, congrats.
Woo! You are part of our elite tribe of weirdos, and there aren't too many people who like us like you do.
But that's where we need your help. Rate, subscribe, follow, and share this podcast.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Follow us on social media and tag us in any of your Mo and Katie show interactions.
Because we give you homework
Using the hashtag TMKSPod.
The Mo and Katie Show has been produced, edited, scripted, recorded, catered, directed, and engineered by Mo and Katie. Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookSounds.com.
Here's wishing you gratitude, humor, and positivity until we see you next time.